This has to stop. The government or the state has to step in to protect our local seniors. We're going to talk about this in our next episode of Senior Care Made Simple. Stick around. This has to stop.
Welcome to Senior Care Made Simple, an elder care podcast, your guide to navigating home health care with confidence. Hosted by Andrea Albertini, founder and CEO of Horizon Care Services, an industry leader in private duty home care in South Florida. To learn more, visit horizoncareservices.com.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I am Andrea Albertini, your host for Senior Care Made Simple podcast. Today with Doris Muscarella, my co-host. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Doris.
Hi, I'm calming her down today. Andrea Albertini is upset. Stay tuned.
I am livid, on fire, and disgusted. So maybe you guys want to call that a venting podcast. As you all know, I am a senior advocate and have dedicated my life to take care of seniors, frail, and the handicapped for the last 40 years of my life. Some of you know that I am actually located in Palm Beach, Florida. However, I know some of you guys are listeners from all over the world and all over the country in different times. So I wanted to share with you all what's happening in my world, which I'm sure it is happening in your world as well. And maybe you just are not as target as we are in South Florida.
Well, you know more about this because on a daily basis, you are dealing with these different situations. So that's primarily why you're so in tune to it. And everybody needs to hear about it.
Well, you know, I'm out there, right? Visiting facilities, seeing patients, talking to clients in my business. And you hear everything. And that's why I like to come here on my podcast and share with you all what I'm experiencing, what are the things that I'm coming across. So you guys would be, alert in your own world, wherever you are. And, and pay attention to what's going on with our local seniors. So I want to share this with you. And I know Doris is probably going to calm me down along the way.
Yes, I will.
So I want to tell you what happened yesterday. We have a huge community here in Palm Beach County. It's independent living, assisted living, everything. And this is not the only community that we have in Palm Beach that this is happening to. So here's what happened. A family member hired a private caregiver, not from an agency, from wherever they came from, that we have no idea. So they hire this person, bring into a community as an independent living, assisted living, whatever the case may be. Now, all of a sudden, they see another person, another senior over there needing care. Oh, Mrs. Smith, I can get you a caregiver. Next thing you know, this one person is running a non-licensed home health agency, providing strangers with no liability insurance, no workers' comp, no background check, that becomes predators, attacking our vulnerable seniors. It is so bad that they get the family to think that they are the best thing in the world, that they can't live without them. So here's what happened. This particular facility, community, right?
Which we will not name.
We can't. We are not allowed. So apparently this particular caregiver, you got to remember, they're hiring those caregivers who are not managed. Nobody can tell them what to do. They pretty much run the show. Run those people's life. And I'm talking billionaires, millionaires. I'm talking people who has been, CEOs, people that I can't say who they are, but this is powerful people who falls into this scam that makes me crazy. Yesterday, this caregiver is driving with a broken foot with one of those booty thing.
A caregiver?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Well, you know what she did? She ran into the building because her foot got stuck because she has a booty on.
Right.
Got stuck on the accelerator.
Oh, that's
Hit
so
the
dangerous.
wall while there was an employee on that community right behind that wall.
Wow.
So my question was, so let me ask you a question. So are you going to have the family pay for? Oh yeah, they're paying for the wall.
The family, it's their caregiver's liability here.
But this is what I'm trying to explain. So what happens is when you hire a private caregiver, anything that happened, either you are home, you have your parents at home, or either you have your parents in a facility, it is your liability. But here's what bugs me the most. Those predators have the family so intertwined with them that they don't care. Instead of fire the caregiver because it's a liability.
Correct.
They can't see it. They are so blind to what's going on that the caregiver is literally in charge of their life.
That's very scary. That's very scary.
And this is not just one resident out there. Those are others. So here's what happened. The community, yes, could the community say, hey, Mrs. Smith, you can't live here anymore if you're going to have your own caregiver because this is a big liability to our community. You know what? They'll move out. Now you're losing all this money because those people moving out, they're paying what? $15,000, $20,000 a month to live there on a resort style.
Right.
So you're going to lose their revenue. So what do? You let them pay for all the damage. But wait, I'm not done yet. What about if one of the caregivers kill one of your employees that's crossing the path? What are you going to do?
Oh, boy.
So this is what's happening in our world, okay? It's getting worse and worse and worse.
It is very sad, especially in this day and age when you can do a background check or you can look up the person's name. So to find out what kind of a caregiver this is.
But Doris, that's not just the problem. The problem is this particular caregiver, which was the first one that, let's say, arrived in that community, she's recruiting all the other seniors to put the people that she wants to place there. So basically, she's running a unlicensed home health care agency as a scam ring.
Right.
And the state got to stop with this. This has to stop. They shouldn't be able to do that. So it puts the facility, the community, in a very bad position, number one. And number two, they can't do anything to protect the senior. What can they do? You independent living. You in assisted living. You can hire anybody you want. The family can hire anybody you want. And most of the time, it's not even the children that is making a decision to hire that particular caregiver. It's the seniors themselves.
The seniors themselves.
You know, but here's what I don't understand. We work with hospitals, physicians, attorneys, accountants, all of those people, all our referral sources. Okay. So there has been many times that the physician will call us and say, hey, Andrea, I have an elderly person who needs your services. So, of course, then my office will call, hey, Mrs. Smith, how are you? One of your doctor, Goldberg have referred you to us. Oh, no, I don't need any care. Oh, I'm perfectly fine at home. Well, you don't drive. You're forgetting to take your medication. The doctor's very concerned about you, but you're refusing care. So we have that. But here's what happened. Those predators will get those people. That's what I don't understand. And it makes me absolutely crazy because how can we protect them if we don't know?
Yeah. If we don't know anything, we can't protect them.
There has to be a law in a state, in your state, in my state, that protect those people, that the caregivers cannot work under private. They can't work privately. They have to be licensed or they have to be credentialed. They have to have liability insurance. But even if you hire someone privately, what about if that person cannot come to take care of your mom the next day or yourself? You alone.
But how do you monitor that? Think about it. How do you monitor that?
But that's what I'm saying. You don't. You don't.
Okay, so let me ask you a question then, okay? In these facilities, you have to sign in to come in to treat anybody. Mm-hmm. So if they sign in, can't the facility look at the person that comes in and do some kind of check?
It's a very touchy because it's their home. Either they're in assisted living or independent living, it's their home. Okay, so you can do whatever you want. Basically, the law says you can hire your daughter, your son, your grandson, or anybody from the street to be your caregiver. That shouldn't be allowed. Here's what bothers me the most, okay? Those predators are so, they do some kind of brainwash with those seniors that they don't care. They're fixing the car.
Yeah, they know what to do or say.
But wait, they pay for 2 weeks off for the caregiver.
Wow.
They fix the car and they're fixing the wall. And whatever else that is that's damaged, they don't care. They steal, they don't care. It's really sad. And it comes down to seniors being fragile. Our seniors are fragile. Why? Depression, aging, loneliness, whatever the case may be, our seniors becomes very vulnerable. Let's protect our seniors, please, because, otherwise we're going to continue to have those horrible horror stories.
Right.
And it could be happening with your mom, my mom. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It could be happening with anybody, but we need to be alert. Please be alert. And I wish and hope that our seniors today could be logging into my podcast to really learn about what's going on out there, for them to be aware. And, and at the end of the day, we need to protect them. How can we protect them?
That's a good question. And what are the laws that protect them? What can they do also? How do they monitor somebody that wants to come in and take care of them? How do they check that out? That's a great episode. We should do a session on that.
Well, you know what? You talking. Okay, so you have two different scenarios, right, Doris? You have the people who live at home,
right,
and then you have the people that lives in the community. When a person lives in a community, the community knows about it. So of course they write incident report. Sometimes they have to call Adult Protective Services. They do all that. So in the community, they're a little more safe in a way, but they still can make their own decision. Let's talk about the ones that live alone in a home.
Oh, yeah.
Either they live in a condo, either they live in a home, either they live in whatever home it is. Townhouse, whatever the case may be, villa, whatever it is. Those people are most fragile because nobody knows.
Right.
Because it's a one-to-one. They are alone with the patient, with our seniors. And they can do anything with them. Think about this, please. This is very, very, very serious. You may think that you're in control of that aid. Think again, because you are not. So anyway, I'm sorry I can't breathe today about this subject. I'm sorry I blowed your ears today. Doris, please forgive me.
No, that's okay. This is a problem that needs to be addressed, without a doubt.
Exactly. And you know what, you guys? We're going to find a legislator that we can talk to see if they can help us with that in our state of Florida. And if any of you all are listening anywhere in the world or anywhere in your state, and you are in the senior care arena, this is maybe a good thing that you may want to do as well. So thank you again, the listeners. I'm sorry I go blah, blah, blah. And thank you so much, Doris Muscarella, once again.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Have a fantastic day, everybody. A fantastic week. Senior Care Made Simple podcast. If any of you out there want to talk about anything, want us to talk about anything, or bring any information to our podcast, please email us at seniorcaremadesimplepodcast@gmail.com. seniorcaremadesimplepodcast@gmail.com. Have a great day, everybody.
Senior Care Made Simple, an elder care podcast, has been brought to you by Horizon Care Services, your private duty choice in home care in South Florida. For more information on acquiring home care assistance, visit horizoncareservices.com.